Can a $5 bill like this really make you rich? Sounds too small to really matter, right? With the power of compound interest in a period of over 20 years, this small habit of investing each day can turn into big results. Let me show you how. All right, so here's the idea. The idea is $5 can be spent each day on things like coffee or maybe a snack. $5 a day. Or maybe instead you buy a $150 purchase each month that you may not need. That could be a pair of shoes or maybe a jacket in addition to some Chipotle. Who knows? However the math adds up, 12 months, you're getting $1,800 a year that can be invested. With that $1,800, you do that math for around 20 years, you're getting $36,000. All right, so instead of spending that $5 a day, you can put that into an ETF, one that is notable and has a great reputation for making a return on its money.
And now, this is
the S&P. It is sold on brokerage accounts such as Vanguard or Charles Schwab or Fidelity. All right, you guys, so as you can see, using this website right here, and each month we're going to put $150, which is $5 a day. We're going to do this for 20 years at around 10% with interest. And we're going to compound it monthly, which that is basically when your interest and your money gained gets put into the investment, and it just keeps going, keeps multiplying. So as you can see, this is your initial investment right here. This is your money without the interest in the green. So your total contribution at this ending point is $36,000. Now with Vanguard or Fidelity, whoever you end up using for your brokerage, this $36,000 becomes $113,000. And that's with 10% gain. Right now, on Vanguard, my overall return is around 18%. So if I change this to 18%, let's see what it looks like. So that's with 18%. It's going to be still the same 36,000, but instead of 100 something, it's going to be 346,000. This is a little bit about how compounding interest actually works and what kind of difference it makes over time. You can see in the beginning, you can't really tell much. They're about all the same, right? Once you get to over here, you can start seeing big differences around year 5. Year orange is going to be if you just invest that money. And then blue is with 8% return, which is the average. That's without even trying or doing your research. That's just putting your money in the S&P. Interest over time really does numbers. You can see how that interest isn't much, but around 20 years with the annual return, it nearly is triple. If you would have just saved, it is triple. Even with the green, the 10%, it's still about triple. So with that being said, you guys must use this to your advantage. You sit back and you let time do the work for you. As you guys can see, we are at 18.4 rate of return. February 1st, 2024 to September 18th, 2025. So that's a little bit over a year and 7 months. And we are at 18.4 rate of return. I do have 2 accounts. I have a IRA and I have a brokerage account. One good thing to know is that your IRA is going to be non-taxed. My brokerage account is going to be taxed. I will be taxed on this 18%. The kicker is that for my brokerage account, I can only take this out when I am 59 and a half, or depending on your state, basically when you're retired. Some of my holdings I will show you all because I'm not going to gatekeep any of this. This is some of my holdings. We have the Vanguard Information ETF. We also have the Dividend Appreciation Index Fund. We got a little bit in real estate.
This is
The S&P stock market, the growth ETF, international stock market. You need to do your research because these also have an expense ratio. And my expense ratio is 0.03 for this ETF, which is very good. The market returns for 10 years can be upwards of 14%. Year to date it is 10%. But that is when the compounding starts really to work. Next time you guys think that this $5 is not much, remember that you can invest this $5 and let compound interest work for you. You can invest even more than this $5 and you will be well off in the future. Guys, invest. Don't waste your $5. Keep it, stay strong, and switch your life. Thank you for watching. It's been real. I'm out. When I'm desperate.